नमस्कार। आर के त्यागी, गाजियाबाद एनसीआर दिल्ली। ओम सच्ची जनवाणी नमे चैनल पर आपका स्वागत है। प्लीज सब्सक्राइब यूट्यूब चैनल ओम सच्ची जनवाणी नमे, शेयर द वीडियो एज मच एज पॉसिबल। सभी रिटायरी साथियों को मोबिलाइज और मोटिवेट करने के लिए, ताकि सब तक पहुंचे वीडियो। सभी ऑल सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी, ऑल सेक्शंस ऑफ पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज तक जाए वीडियो और गवर्नमेंट तक जाए, इतना शेयर करें ताकि गवर्नमेंट हमारे इशूज पर विचार करे, वो भी पॉजिटिव कंसिडरेशन करे और एक्शन ले उसी बात। वीडियो को लाइक और कमेंट करें। कमेंट करने से हमें आपके व्यूज का पता लगता है। साथियों, ये मिस्टर रमेश भटेजा हैं, रिटायर्ड एसबीबीजे के, और स्टेट बैंक से पेंशन लेते हैं। सीनियर ऑफिसर थे, सीनियर मैनेजर। इन्होंने भेजा है मुझे ये कुछ मुद्दे हैं, कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं, इनको मैं आपको बताता हूँ। गोट फ्रॉम वन एसबीआई रिटायरीज ग्रुप, ये कहते हैं एसबीआई के रिटायरी ग्रुप से इन्होंने इसको लिया है। गुड इंफॉर्मेशन, प्लीज रीड द बिलो नोट ऑन पेंशन रूल्स रिलेटिंग टू पीएसबीज बाय रमेश भटेजा। रूल्स ऑफ पेंशन अपडेशन। 1. Pension rules cannot discussed in bipartite negotiation because pension is governed under a subordinate act named as Pension Regulation 1995, which cannot be amended by negotiations between two unauthorized organizations. Unauthorized organization कौन से हैं? इनके हिसाब से IBA और UFBU दोनों अनऑथराइज्ड है। Number 2, pensioners gave option to adopt pension scheme during their employment or at the time of their appointment in 1994. When bank asked for their irrevocable option on the basis of Memorandum of Settlement dated 29 October 1993, which assured that pension scheme will be on the lines of RBI and CCS employee pension rules. Number 3, the moment we gave option for pension scheme and the banks debited their share lying in our PF account, a lifelong implied contract was established between employees and bank, according to which the bank became legally bound to pay pension on lines of RBI/CCS employees pension rules. Number 4, then it is wrong to say that banks have no contractual agreement with retirees. जो UFBU ने और IBA ने कहा, UFBU ने कहा था 2015 में कि उनका कोई कॉन्ट्रेक्चुअल एग्रीमेंट नहीं है, वो बिल्कुल गलत था। 5th, the pension regulation 1995 came into existence after we had given our option, and any change in the basic and vital condition of updation clause was found missing. 6th, it can be genuine lapse which can be corrected on the basis of the minutes dated 26 March 1994, wherein it is clearly written that pension updation clause should be on the similar lines of RBI, which was discussed and agreed by two parties under their signatures, or inclusion of this vital clause, which a lifeline of the pension scheme, was ignored deliberately with mutual well thought and conspiracy. 7th, the pensioners have been facing a continuous mental harassment and accumulated financial loss due to non-updation by the banks, which is serious financial crime and fraud with pensioners. Number 8, Regulation 35(1) provides for pension updation, but it is being misinterpreted by the banks. 9th, Regulation 56 provides that in case of doubt, regard should be given to CCS employees' pension rules. 10th, the pension is automatically revised along with every pay commissions by central government, but the banks does not recognize regulation 56. 11th, the pension had already been revised in RBI with effect from March 1993 and again revised in 2022. The pension regulation of PSB are similar to RBI pension rules. The updation clause is also not there, but that was approved twice by MOF. 12th, there is no provision of ex gratia. 13th, leaders of working employees unions cannot negotiate on pension issues. They can discuss only for periodical wage revision and service conditions of bank employees and not on pension rules. 14th, retirees are not the members of the employees unions and also not given any authority to them to negotiate on pension rules. Such negotiations and agreement have no legal backing and such are void. इसे 14th को दोबारा पढ़ रहा हूँ. Retirees are not the members of any employees unions and also not given any authority to them to negotiate on pension issues. Such negotiation and agreement have no legal backing and as such are void. 15th, it is also been observed by Supreme Court in their judgment that 13th February 18 16th, the government has misinformed the parliament in reference to a question by MP that pension is a funded scheme. Second, there is no provision of updation in pension regulation 1995. Both accused are false and manipulated. 17th, in banks, pension is paid by the banks to the debit of pension fund trust account out of income generated by investment of funds, i.e. government securities and pension funds and government securities. The pension funds trust account is maintained by individual banks by a board of trustees under rules 11 and 12 of the pension regulation 1995. It provides as to how the funds have to maintain to ensure the monthly payment of pension, and if funds found short to pay monthly pension, banks are required to provide more funds out of their profit. This exercise is required by the end of the every financial year. It is statutory liability of the banks to adhere to regulations. 18th, it is pertinent to note that no pensioners had been appointed as trustee on the board of trustees of pension fund trust account. Thanks, Ramesh Bhateja, SBBJ. एक ही आर के वर्मा जी ने भेजा, वैसे तो 17 दिसंबर का है, लेकिन आज इन्होंने दोबारा इसको वो किया है, भेजा है. The day 17th December 82 is observed as National Pension Day every year all over India by all pensioners association, remembering Comrade D.S. Nakra for his tenacity and boldness to stand against the government of India in the Supreme Court of India. Number 1, that pension is neither a bounty nor a matter of grace depending upon the sweet will of the employer, and that is, it creates a vested right subject to the 1972 rules, which are statutory in character because they are enacted in exercise of powers conferred by proviso to Art 309 and clause 5 of Article 148 of the Constitution. से एक बार दोबारा पढ़ते हैं. नंबर 1 ये कहता है द पेंशन इज नाइदर ए बाउंटी नॉट ए मैटर ऑफ ग्रेस डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द स्वीट विल ऑफ द एम्प्लॉयर एंड इट क्रिएट्स a vested right subject to the 1972 rules which are statutory in character because they are enacted in exercise of powers conferred by the proviso to Article 309 and Clause 5 of Article 148 of the Constitution. Second, that pension is not ex gratia payment, but it is payment for the past service rendered and Comrade H. Venkatachalam must read this famous judgment twice before uttering the word ex gratia agreed on 12th BPS R.K. Verma, Saharanpur, 17th December 23. ये नमन साथियों, थैंक यू। आर के त्यागी गाजियाबाद सभी साथियों को क्रांतिकारी अभिवादन, सल्यूट और नमन। सभी रिटायरी साथियों, रिटायरी लीडर्स और बैंक पेंशन एक्टिविस्टों को, सभी संपन्न, स्वस्थ, प्रसन्न और मंगल में रहें सहपरिवार। भारत माता की जय, वंदे मातरम, ओम नमः शिवाय, जय ओम, जय सनातन समाज संस्कृति।